happy day. I am working on my painting here, and as I'm sitting here, this word has come to me today, the word surrender. And I just wanted to discuss that. What is surrender? And how that looks for us. Surrender to me is how much can you trust the spirit of life that moves inside of you? Do you trust? Do you trust that everything that is working for your well good? Can you trust that the fullness of life is here to serve you? Can you trust that even those things that you are longing for, that you are anxious about, that you are just on the edge of your seat anticipating, that those things all have their time and their harmony? Do you trust that invisible force of life loves you, supports you, and wants to see you well? I think a lot of us have a difficult time understanding that. I think a lot of us have a difficult time feeling that deeply. That it's all good. For me, a big portion of my life I've spent doing things out of my own strength. Therefore, when things don't show up well, I blame myself, right? But I'm now in this mode where I've surrendered myself to life. I've surrendered myself to the flow of love and peace and joy in the very thing that makes my heart go, the thing that gives my lungs capacity, the thing that always guides me to truth and goodness and grace, the thing that allows me to be the mother that I am, the wife that I aspire to be, that thing. That life force, that deep inner knowing. How about in your own world if you replace the word knowing with trust? So instead of saying I trust, say I know. Juicy, 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 juicy. That even in chaos, there is a plan greater than you. That you and your human mind, human capacity, do not have to have it figured out. I find that that is gracious. I find that that is such a place of grace that you can simply rest in. But us being these controlling humans, we want to understand and deeply know and have this level of understanding, and we just want to have our hands in the piece of the pie. And the spirit of life is like, nah, I got you. Maybe this portion of your life is meant for you to trust that God truly does have you. And again, I feel like it's so much bigger than a term, God. Like, it is just all that is, the breath of life. Whatever it is that gives us life, that's God. Like, the word God has such a limited capacity. Because it's like, we have this ideology of what God should be and how God should act and behave. The same as we feel about love, friendship, respect, honor. We have these limited capacities for what we think that these things are. And then when these things don't show up how we think that they're supposed to show up, we throw a fit and we begin to act outside of our natural rhythm. There's a circadian rhythm to life. If you listen to it, you'll understand it. There's a circadian rhythm to all the things, to the trees, to the seasons, to a woman and her body, and how menstrual cycles flow with the moon. Isn't that deep? Like, you are literally a living plant. Like, you are walking and talking, and how plants have the same cellular makeup of people and animals. And I just think that's fascinating. Even how the stars and their chaotic movements, there's a harmony in that, and how the planets have personality. Like, and how when one is feeling a way or moving a certain way, it does a thing. I think that is just beautiful. And it makes me stop and sit and rest. It makes me rest in this woman that I am, trusting that my breath guides me. In the scriptures, it says that I have breathed the breath of life into man. So my breath is my God essence. I trust, I know, I believe. There is this deep acceptance that I am simply a wheel in the chain. I am not the end all be all. I am just a moment. I am just a blip. I am just a piece. This world is not all about me, but it is all about me. And what I mean to say is it is not about me. It's so much bigger than me. But when I allow free reign of the spirit of life to move through me, then there is this ebb and flow that moves with life, where new wisdom comes, new understanding comes, new gifts come, and you begin to realize that there is abundance. So many of us are looking and waiting and hoping for abundance, and the truth is abundance already is. Think about it. Isn't there an abundance of peace, our love, joy, the abundance of air that you feel, the abundance of dish soap that you have, or body wash, or toothpaste, the abundance of knowing when you flush the toilet, it flushes, the abundance of knowing when you turn on hot water, it will be there, the abundance of knowing that when you walk into your home, your bed is there to greet you, the abundance of knowing your key works, that when you start your car, it goes, that you have money to put in the gas tank, that there is an abundance of hugs and kisses from your family, that every time that your lover says, I love you, that it embraces you in such a way that makes you just feel alive and full. And that, my friend, is such a divine gift. There is love here. There's love to be found and to be explored for you and for me. And as I'm sitting here just throwing paint on my canvas, it is talking to me as I listen to the movements of the spirit of life flowing through me and in me and just maneuvering. And as I'm breathing, consciously taking a second to connect to my breath, to feel the fullness of me, there's this je ne sais quoi, aliveness that comes as I begin to say, j'adore tu. I love you too. Where I begin to feel just how much life loves me and celebrates me just in my moment of how well the spirit of life has given me. I think it's beautiful, and fascinating and enriching that this is me, that this moment in time, this woman that I am simply a personification of the divinity of all of life. God saw that there was a need that needed to be had. Therefore, I honor God in showing up as myself in every moment of every day. And he gonna get you interested to write. My dad calls me sassy. I think that's fitting. I am so in love with life, and life is so in love with me, and I am so in love with this woman that I am, and the freedom that I feel as I begin to walk through this world, oh, there's so much to be had. There's so much to be felt. There's so much to be seen. And a lot of times we simply miss it. And we miss it, dear, simply because we are so in our heads about what we think it should be. We're so in our heads about other stuff that we're missing this moment. We're missing the flow of life that moves through us. Take a second right now and feel your breath in your chest. Feel it in your belly. Feel the rise and the fall of your shoulders. Feel the breeze flow around your ankles and your knees. Take a moment and just hear your heartbeat. Listen to the street outside, the birds, the cars, the children. Just listen. That is life. That is a gift. Be grateful for where you are. You want more? Be grateful for whatever it is you have. That's a key. Because life only gives you more of what you are, gives you more of what you have. These are just my musings on this day as I sit here in the harmony of me, doing my thing. And I'm hoping that something I'm saying is giving you some peace, some structure, something. I don't know. Maybe this is everything, and maybe it is nothing. Who cares? This is just where we're at in this moment. This is a beautiful way to spend time, to share time. Thank you for sharing time with me as I'm sitting here painting. Maybe I'll post it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. This is a little glimpse. I got paint all over my fingers. I'm going to work with this gold foil here, and I really like this stuff. It's so beautiful. So, I don't have too much more for you today. I'm wishing you all peace, love, and joy. Be free. Be happy. If this was the last year, let me pose this question to you. If somehow you knew this was the last year of your life, how would you live it? What would you do? It's a big ass question, ain't it? What would you do? How would you walk through life? Who would you be? What would you respond to? What would you fill your time with? How would you go to sleep not knowing what day you would pass? Just knowing that this was the last year, and it may be in April, it may be in September, it may be on December 31st. Every day we have is a gift. All those people who share themselves with us is a gift. The people who pour their time into you is a gift. The people who pull away is a gift. The people who you get to experience and watch, it is all a gift. Be at peace, dear heart, with your beautiful life. I saw something on the floor, excuse me. I'm painting on top of carpet, so you know I have lots of protective measures. And I'm just hoping this crap doesn't seep through. We'll see when I get up. All right, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. Tell me if something that I've said has been helpful. You know, divine musings. Let's see. Be well. Mwah.